Hello again, everyone. Let's talk about legacy again. As I said in that previous video, that legacy does matter. But here's the thing. Our legacy doesn't start in our retirement years, right? It starts right from the get-go. Those who have kids, we remember them as little babies. And as they're in grade school, elementary school, kindergarten, high school, college, we remember them. So our legacy starts way back. But it's never too late. For me, it's never too late to turn what was looked upon us as negative. We can turn it into greatness. There is so much greatness in us. You are great. How bad do we want greatness? Michael Jordan wanted greatness badly. Came easy, it looks like. But however, how many hours did he spend in the gym? LeBron James, all-time NBA scorer now. Either you like him or you don't. Either you think he's the biggest baby ever, but he is great player. I'm not comparing those two together. I'm just saying a lot of hours in the gym. Our legacy, our lives, a lot is done behind the scenes that nobody sees. So how are we doing behind the scenes? Is it coming out in our life? And that person has spent some time reflecting, praying, however you pray. How are you doing in your closet? As the Bible and as we say in churches, what's your prayer closet like? What's your self moments like? Mine in the past have not been so good. You know, there's nothing worse, I feel, is when you're in a place where you know you should not be, but you just can't get out. Do you feel like you just can't get out right now? You can get out. You can get out. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want things to get turned around? Turn it around with the help of the Lord, of course. Turn it around with help of your friends. Say, hey, John, I need your help. I need to change. I need you to help me. Mentors are important. I've had some good mentors, and they've helped get me to this point. And I'm thankful. So my legacy, for a long time, I thought it was going to be about money. I had a very good career. Made good money in the pharmacy world. I was able to help my youngest boy through college. My other one didn't want to go to college. Yet he still has a great career in a dental, the dental industry. And the other one's in business. He's a general manager too. But for the longest of time, I thought that, hey, I wanted to help as much as I could. But the older I get, the more important time is. Time as a legacy. Where are we spending our time? Are we spending time wisely? That's setting us up for success. Just like my sunroof, moonroof, whatever it's called. Those nice fluffy cat clouds and blue sky are up there and I'm down here. So I got to reach up. I got to lift myself up to get up, to do some great things, to soar. The Bible talks about soar like an eagle. I want to soar like an eagle. I want to run and not be weary, literally, but mentally, spiritually. I want to run. I want to know my legacy is right here. And it keeps on getting better and better and better. You see, this legacy just didn't start yesterday. But just because our legacy didn't start yesterday, it can start even right now. So let's turn things around if it needs to be turned around. Let's continue to build on a great foundation if you're doing great. If you're not doing so great, make today be the day to be great. Let's reflect on that for a moment. What does it take to be great with our legacy? It starts right here. It starts on how we treat other people. We are no better than anybody. We all know that. But sometimes our life choices keep us down. And people have a tendency to say, hey, weren't you that person who did that? Let me tell you, what was is not what is. Get that down in your soul. Who you were. Yes, it shapes us, but we are not that person. If you were a bad person, you're not that bad person when you change your ways. Our lives will show it that we've spent some time on our own. We've spent some time reflecting and on our knees. So what was is not what is. This legacy, our legacy is, yes, I was that person. But now because of what I did, because what I helped, good people around me, what the Lord has helped me to raise myself up. Raise myself up. Somewhere out there, we are going. We just know for this today, for this day, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. As for me and my house, I will build upon my legacy. You see, this legacy thing is real. How are people going to remember me? How are they going to remember you? I was at a funeral last week. A great man, served in the military, fireman, was an engineer for a train company for 40 years. Married 64 years. Wonderful person. Very good bowler. That's how I met him. He was my greatest supporter at the bowling alley. He'd come down there and he goes, Danny boy, how are you doing today? There were times where I was doing great. He goes, I just feel it. Tonight's the night you're getting another 300. I just feel it. And then I'd fall flat on my face. He'd come back down and say, hey, Danny boy, you'll get it next time. But he just encouraged. His legacy was an encourager to me. And when he introduced me to people saying that this is Dan, he's the greatest bowler to ever come to our county. I'm sure he was stretching it, but it made me feel good. So when we encourage someone along the way, you're helping them with their legacy. I want to help people with their legacy. It's just not about me and how I'm doing. It's about the other person. The other people in our lives matter. When we elevate others, it elevates us. When we elevate ourselves, nobody benefits. So let's stay humble. We don't need to be the one to say, hey, look at me. We need to be the one to say, hey, look at that person. You know, that person's doing great. That person has been here, but now look at them here. So legacy. Start it now if it needs to change. Keep building upon it if you're doing well. Shoot for the blue skies. Sure, it may rain. Sure, it may storm. But man, joy comes in the morning. Rise up. Rise up. And meet your legacy in the sky. Meet your legacy. Look in the mirror and say, who am I? Where am I going? We can do this. We got this. I'm encouraging you. Get after your legacy. Get after it. Get after it. Make your legacy. Make your legacy matter. All right, y'all. Y'all be great today.